I am Delilah, the woman history calls a traitor. I have been cursed by men, scorned by the righteous, and forever remembered as the one who brought down Samson, God's chosen warrior. But do you know the whole story? Do you know the power of the God he served? I lived in the Valley of Sorek, a woman of beauty and influence. When Samson, the mighty Israelite judge, came into my life, I saw something in him. Strength beyond measure, a power that made men tremble. He was unlike any other man I had met, fierce, untamed, yet drawn to me as if fate had bound us together. But Samson was not just a man of strength. He was a man of weakness, too. He longed for love, yet he gave his heart too easily. He was called by God, yet he struggled with his own desires. He was a warrior, yet he sought peace in the arms of those who did not share his faith. I was no Israelite. My loyalty was to my own people, the Philistines, who feared and hated this man. He had torn apart a lion with his bare hands. He had slain 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. He had humiliated my people time and time again.
Entice him, Delilah. Discover the secret of his strength, and we will each give you 1,100 pieces of silver.
Silver, wealth beyond measure, a future secured. And so I agreed. I used every trick I knew. Tell me, my love, where does your strength come from? He lied. First, he told me bowstrings could bind him, then fresh ropes, then weaving his hair into a loom. Each time I called the Philistines upon him, and each time he tore free. But I was patient. I pressed him, wept before him, wounded him with words. How can you say you love me when you hide your heart from me? Samson struggled. I could see it. He wanted to trust me, but he knew that trust had betrayed him before.
No razor has ever touched my head, for I have been a Nazirite to God from my mother's womb. If my hair is shaved, my strength will leave me, and I shall be weak like any other man.
This was no ordinary strength. This was the power of his God. I felt a shiver in my soul, but I ignored it. The silver awaited me. That night, as he lay with his head in my lap, I ran my fingers through his thick, wild hair. Did he know? Did he sense the betrayal in my touch? I called a man to shave away his 7 locks. With each strand that fell, so did his strength. When he awoke, I called out, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you!" He rose, but the power that had made him invincible was gone. The Spirit of the Lord had left him. He was seized, his eyes gouged out, and he was dragged away in chains. The Philistines rejoiced. Their enemy was broken. Their god, Dagon, had triumphed over the God of Israel, or so they thought. They brought Samson into the great Temple of Dagon, thousands gathering to mock him. The mighty warrior of Israel had become a blind slave, grinding grain like an ox. But Samson's story was not over. He did not call out to me. He did not curse my name.
O Lord God, remember me, I pray. Strengthen me just this once, O God, that I may take vengeance on the Philistines for my 2 eyes.
Something stirred in that moment, a power not of this world. Samson braced himself against the 2 great pillars of the temple and pushed with all his might. The earth trembled, the stone cracked, the temple filled with thousands of Philistines collapsed in an instant. The God of Israel had answered. The mighty Samson fell with his enemies, killing more in his death than he had in his life. His final breath was not one of defeat but of faith, a testimony that God's power is beyond human strength. The Bible does not tell of my fate. Did I weep at the ruins of the temple? Did I regret betraying a man who had loved me? I do not know. But this I do know, the God of Samson was real. No silver could compare to his power, no deception could stand against him. I had played my role in history, but in the end, it was God who had the final word.